This is like my longest stream this month. I don't have streamed this long in a while. Oh,
yeah.
this is a really good sandwich.
Why am I this tiny speck in the middle of your room?
Don't worry about it. The real question is, why is Alex behind me? What the fuck are you doing there? What are you trying to do there, buddy? Excuse you? What the hell?
Oh, it's a tiny Alex,
anyway,
and it's white. Anyway. It lost its melanin.
Yeah, that one doesn't have melanin. Sounds great. Alright, guys, I'm Kai's wife now. Alright. Did you start stream? I'm just gonna like read it to you so I can... Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you in a second, I guess.
Oh, that's why I can't see my chat overlay, because I didn't turn it on.
I'm not gonna make you a bride, Jay. You're my best man.
I'll be your bride.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Fine, I'll be the groom, and you'll be the bride. Oh, hey guys.
Here, let me,
welcome, chat. Welcome. Alex left a chat with a rated with 3 viewers? Wow, I wonder what's gonna happen if I type down !SO. Alex has left the chat.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, say hi that they were just playing, just chatting.
I'm gonna go dox Vettel.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna go dox Vettel? Is that right? You're gonna dox Vettel?
Oh, that clip. I remember that clip. That's an old one.
Well, welcome to stream, Queen Kai and Yerden. Let me start stream properly. The Mike Mokali, it's your favorite duo, Olive, and they were playing yet again, Once Upon a Windswept Night. Would you want to be eaten by a princess, Olive? What? We can't have sex, Olive. What?
Yeah, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Wow, why would you say that?
Why did I say that? It was probably said to you. Why were you asking me for sex? Anyways. I know I wasn't supposed to be streaming until New Year's, but Alex suddenly told me that we're going to be collabing today. At like the beginning of the week.
No, you said... No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. You asked if I wanted to collab today. And then
I asked
that wasn't
last night.
It was today.
No, I did ask to stream today. The last thing I told you
Kai.
was about Yerden's birthday, then I told you Merry Christmas. You just decided we're collabing today.
I did?
Yeah.
I just assumed that we... Oh, I mean, fine, in stream,
whatever. I said multiple times I wouldn't be streaming until New Year's, but we're having an early stream because Alex wanted it.
You told me actually, no, I remember now. I was making a schedule, and then I was asking you about it, and you said, no, I actually can't. I was like, oh, okay. But then you said, oh, wait, yes, I can. I remember this conversation. It's in the DMs.
It's not in the DMs, it's in the schedule chat.
Oh.
I did? Yeah, I know I talked to him about it, but I never actually asked him to schedule it. He just scheduled it, and I rolled with it.
Then don't just say like, oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. If you're not just... when you're just gonna say that, oh, I can do it, but you like, don't do it? I'm confused.
Alex broke my break. This is so sad, chat. Can we beat him to death? What is that? Is that a blue-haired girl with a bunch of purple bunnies? Alright, well, welcome, chat. We're with Mahara Alex. Say hello, Alex.
Hi. We can pull the perfect quote.
Shush, get mad. Getting up. True.
Mrs. Musi thinks it's suspicious whenever someone doesn't get mad when collabing with me.
I'm not normally that angry collabing with you.
That angry.
I don't know, is this between me going, Alex, how could you say that women don't deserve rights and this?
Hey, I only said that this morning.
Yeah, figures. That's in character. Anyways,
Kai, I'm sorry. I forgot to get bread. Please don't use the crop again. I'm so tired of it.
I'll use the crop if you're tired of her.
No, it's not that. I'm tired of the crop in general.
You don't want the crop?
Stop doing this. This is a really good fucking sandwich.
Well, chat, we're playing Once Upon a Winstep Night again. We're probably going to be reaching an actual ending for once. So, let's go see. Let's return to the beginning.
I'm ready to read.
You cannot let it end like this. There must be another way.
Oh, no.
You are sure there is another way. My face. Just like, well, you're not fucking doing anything right now, so shut up. Just like turning back the pages in a story. You can always try again. Forget everything you have seen and return to the beginning, the very beginning. No matter what happens, this library will always be waiting. Always. Bussin'. I can't. Oh, the game crashed. 1 second, chat. Sorry, chat. It appears that we might actually not be able to skim. I'm gonna be really fucking mad if we have to do all of that again. Olive, give me editor on 7TV. What? Sorry, chat. 1 second. You blink, your eyelashes fluttering. You don't know where you are, who you are. The room is stuck. 1 second. 7TV editor.
Great, I can see it too.
Wait, do I even have a proper 7TV? You can't. Oh, right. We might not be able to skim. No matter how your eyes cannot make out any details. It's cold and quiet here, save for the panicked sound of your own breathing. For all you know, you could be the only person alive in the whole world. The world so seems so compressed as of late. It's small, shrunken down, no bigger than the size of a walnut. You are trapped inside, all on your own. Or are you? The longer you sit there, or stand there, lie there, you cannot tell, the warmer your inert body becomes. Your fingers twitch. Whoa, just like how we're streaming right now. Ah, yes, you have fingers, you remember now. For a short while, though it felt like much longer, you had quite forgotten. You have fingers you can use to touch, a nose you can use to smell, and ears you can use to hear. Arms and legs. Okay, 1 second, let me sign in. Hey guys, do you know that I, Olive, have not used 7TV since in months? I can't remember what anything means. So randomly, Yoda, do you know how to give someone editor? Do you know, Alex?
Mm-hmm. My hands are greasy. I'm
going
to wash my hands in a second.
Manage editors. Add editor. Yarden, what do I do? Yes. Do I just type in your Twitch name, Yarden? There's also Yarden
While
too.
You do that, you mind if I go wash dishes? If I don't, Kai's gonna beat me again.
Kai does not live in America. Arms and legs.
Please.
A head. You are a person after all. It's fortunate that you remembered. Okay, fine. Just be really quick.
Thank you. I will.
He's lying so fucking hard, chat. He's gonna take forever. I know he will. 1 second, chat. I need to upload an emote. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Why are you making me into the boss? I'm not the boss. I don't know. Why are you hitting Alex with a riding crop? That's kind of weird. You are beginning to doubt the nature of your own existence, lost amidst the aether of non-being. For all you knew, you could have been a cat, a dog, or an amoeba at the bottom of the ocean. You're not any of those things. Yet remember that you're a living creature, a human being to be more precise, and that has given you the right to live. It is a right afforded only to a precious few. You should cherish the life you have. You understand that now. If only your surroundings would become clearer, then you might be able to plan an escape route. You know that you can't stay here. It isn't safe. Robbed of your sight, your sense of hearing is more acute than ever before. The sound of silence weighs heavily upon you. broken only by your own heart beating. Yes, it is beating. You take comfort in this fact. The organ pumping away inside your chest is proof that you are alive. You exist. You do. How else will you test your existence? You open your mouth, forming shapes. All the vowel sounds. Ah, eh, I, o, ah. No sounds come out. Why should it? There is nobody here to talk to in this dark, desolate void. It would be nice if there was. Ah. All of a sudden you hear it off in the distance. Perhaps it isn't so distant. It's a low crackling sound. Fire, maybe? And just above that, a dog tick-tock, tick-tock. A clock. And then... And the chink of china. The flipping of pages. The scent of peppermint tea and dust. Decades upon decades of dust. The cold, empty environment has spawned life, as though from your own own desperate desire for company. Does that make you the center of the universe? You're not alone anymore. But you still cannot see a thing. You might as well be blind. You don't know if you are relieved or not by the sounds. They are cozy, yes, and should be familiar, but you are not sure where you might have heard them before. Maybe from another life, a past life. You swallow, your throat feels dry, but curiosity propels you onwards. You take a slow, unsteady step forwards. The floorboards, it is a wooden floor, creak beneath your weight. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse
Okay, I'm
me.
sorry, I'm back.
Alright, Alex is back. We're gonna probably start skimming real soon, chat. An unfamiliar voice falls from your lips. It's a voice you have not heard
Your
before.
trophy wife.
Did you just call me a trophy wife?
No, I'm Kai's trophy wife. There's a hierarchy. It was me, then
That
Kai,
sounds like an abusive relationship.
then Cam, probably.
I do not put Cam into this relationship with his mom and you.
It's not a relationship. It's a house hierarchy. A hierarchy of the house. Like who controls what.
Yeah, it just has to be connected by your word perversion. Like, let's not do it. Let's not add. Bro, you only added Alex as editor. I'm sorry. Who else was I meant to add exactly?
Mr. Muesli. It would have been pretty funny. That way you can add Omega Oklahoma. Speaking of which.
It says your editor already exists. What do you... What? Well, I don't know what to do now, because it says that Yerden already exists. 1 second. No, you do. You have it. It says it's pending.
It takes a while. There you go.
Alright, whatever. You recognize it only by the virtue of the fact it speaks when you manipulate your mouth. Your tongue pushed against your teeth. Why am I getting another ad? 1 second. Did my stream crash? No, your stream crashed. Your voices echoes through the darkened room. Dozens upon dozens of excuse me's repeat, circling about you like dust motes. The flipping of pages pauses. Still, the unseen fire continues to crackle. Can we just start skimming, Alex? We're gonna have to read through the entire thing that we've already done.
Start skimming. I don't know why you're reading in the first place.
I was waiting for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have my fan.
Being stood at the altar for 2 hours. That was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Remember that?
I started running out of things to do. We played Snakes and Ladders. Okay, yeah, I don't fucking care.
Never mind, I forgot I can mute.
Wait, skim button.
Hey. I think the trigger. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
We have to do.
I have no idea where we're supposed to branch off into. You remember?
I know how we have to do it, but we have to do a few things.
Okay.
We're just gonna. We have to do Madeline route.
Tell me when I have to actually read.
One second, chat. We're going through a bunch of different things.
How's the weather, everyone? How's the weather?
Crazy weather we're having, huh?
Yeah. It's.
I don't know if we can. Let me go see. We'll see. We'll see if we can just skip it all. No, we can't. We have to
basically until we stop, until the skip button disappears, right?
Kinda, not really.
I mean, it won't skim past things we haven't read. It's the rules.
We just have to wait. I forgot that we were an aphrodisiacs merchant.
Are you small enough to like to clean my teeth?
What?
You know how like birds clean crocodile teeth?
What? You want me? What?
It's a mutual relationship.
You want me to use my beak?
I want you to pick my teeth. Yes, I'll pick my teeth.
What the? One second. Alright, stay with both of them. We're gonna have to spend a fucking long while. Do you want to skim this part?
Yeah.
Okay.
You read it.
One second, we're dealing with that annoying atheism. 1 second, Daffodil's a racist. Fuck! Okay, I don't know. This is where we fell off last time, Alex. Are you ready?
Died. Oh, yeah, now I'm ready. Okay, now I remember now.
Are you ready? Are you okay? Are you here?
Alex showing his kinks. That's not one of my kinks. I mean, yeah, I'm ready.
You don't know. You can't tell her that. You don't know who you are either, but you reach across the table.
It's pet play.
Your knee upsets the table, jostling Licorice's cup of peppermint tea. The mold flecked surface. It always looks so blue and green, quivers, catching the dim lights. Dust motes circle you, filling your nose with the thick, insurmountable smell of death. But none of that stops you. You still take her hand.
Alavia? What? Alavia.
I still pronounce Olive, you fucking cunt, so it'd still be Olivia.
Olivia.
I don't know why I had to be so mean there. I'm sorry, like the evil inside of me came out.
It's okay, I get it. Whenever people are around me, they become more rude.
No, I've just been angry like all week. Alex showing your kinks. Yeah, I know, she does. I don't know why.
That's not one of my kinks.
I guess I'll reach in and like stop picking your teeth.
I told you what one of my kinks was.
She blinks at you.
One of my kinks was, and that's not one of them.
I sure fucking hope you didn't tell me your kinks, Alex. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to know that.
God, Queen.
Unless we're, you know, having actual. I don't know what Queen just quoted. Fuck, peck, peck. Let me get your mouth in.
Alex showing his kinks on stream. Thank you.
You peck, 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 peck. Peck, 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 peck.
Stop.
Sorry. Why, something at the back of your throat was. I French kissed Alex. Thanks for the meal.
I'm not used to going that deep.
Get more. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Okay.
1 second, chat. I'm just remembering how to flip things. Does that mean I French kissed Alex? Yeah, 1 second. I'm just fixing my Fiat. You fuck it.
Okay. Okay.
She blinks at you.
French kissing.
Well, I'm a bird. I can't exactly French kiss.
Well, then you didn't French kiss me.
I don't know. I put my beak down your throat.
That's. I think you just deep throated me. That's all that is.
I do not say that. Technically, you deep throated me.
Hey, Queen, yo, don't add any quotes.
Hey guys, I'm giving Alex bird flu. She looks like a lost child left all alone in the library, waiting for her parents to come back. But they never will.
They never will.
Damn, okay. She has been waiting here alone for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Waiting with nothing more than these books for company and a name to cling to. Licorice. Now she doesn't even have that. Her name has been stolen. You need to find her real name. You need to give it back to her. You can tell, though you don't know how, that this is your duty. I was shocked by my kids, otherwise I would have quoted something. I hope your kids didn't hear that.
I hope so too.
I think your husband didn't hear that either.
Well, it would be fine if the husband heard, but the kids, fuck no. I've been fucked up.
This is what you were called here for. You have to help her.
But this whole time, I wasn't licorice. I lied to you.
I mean, not on purpose.
Why do you want to stay with me?
You swallow, your throat feels dry. Which way?
I think the top one is correct. Unless she's the type of person who's like, you can't just like tell me what I want to hear. You care about me?
She calls us a pervert and we have to restart the entire thing again. You nod your head.
Okay, so the kids didn't hear.
You know you care. It is an irrefutable fact that you care, though you do not know why. But maybe, if you keep reading, you will find out. No. You are sure that you will.
Olivia.
Her small hand is soft and warm, your fingers laced together. How many times have you held this hand? How many times has this hand held yours? What if it reveals that we're Rosette?
We're what? Oh, Rosette. No, we're not horny enough.
Not horny enough to be Rosette. Her horniness made her transcend the universe and come to her.
Bro, she was literally on the brink of death and she was thinking about thighs or something, bro. I don't think it's possible.
It feels right somehow. I feel like Rosette could definitely fight an eldritch god if she was horny enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she technically did.
Anime, you know?
Yeah. Put her in an error anime, she's beating the final boss in 1 second to impress some girl.
It's a shitty anime that I won't name that's specifically like this.
I'm not. Hey guys, here's some fun animes you should watch. Radio of the Healer.
You're sick.
Made in Abyss.
That's pretty much just a sick.
I don't know, guys. It seems like a fun children's show made in Abyss.
Yeah. There definitely isn't a scene where the young girl gets naked in front of a classroom and we're supposed to just pass off like nothing happened.
Oh, that's the part you're disturbed by. Okay. The setting is all wrong. Danadon, but specifically only episode 1's opening.
That is not the only thing I'm disturbed by. It's just that's found in the first episode.
No, I am actually a fan of Danadon.
I liked it too.
I did not remember how the opening went, so when everyone talked about it, it took me off guard.
Fair enough.
It's a good anime.
Brain Rot band. Yeah. Why are we talking about anime? Continue the story.
I think you said something about a specific anime when we were talking about Rosette. The setting is all wrong.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna mention it.
No, she doesn't know who she is. But the sensation of your fingers intertwined feels right. The sensation is all you need. Oh, hi, Yuri. It's your turn, Alex. Alex?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to do something. I had to do something real quick. I'm scared, but...
Alex has to do anything but be in my stream. She breathes in.
I'm sure if you're with me, I can face up to anything. If I treated Colin like I treated you, she'd probably cry every stream, every collab.
Oh. I mean, I have cried before because of you. And she squeezes her fingers about yours.
Then let us continue. Let's see what this other licorice has to say.
You have no choice. The story is still far from over, and it won't be satisfied until it reaches an ending. You won't be satisfied either, will you, Olivia? It's funny. I never thought you were the curious... Wait, what the fuck? I'm not? I thought that was me! I thought the narrator and me was the same person. Who am I?
Wait, what?
Alex, who am I?
You're having an identity crisis.
Oh god, first... You have an identity crisis, and now I'm having an identity crisis. Bird. I am 20, yeah. I keep forgetting that I am.
Me too. I forget my age all the time.
Which is kind of scary, because I keep thinking I'm still a teenager.
When someone asks me about my age, I have a crisis for like 5 seconds, and like, oh yeah, it's this.
I don't have a crisis. You're just weak. It must be because of her.
Shut the fuck up. Just don't let go of my hand.
We're reading a book.
You made the quote command the true emote. Yeah, how are we? You have both hands on the book. What do you mean?
Look, guy, you don't criticize Ebihime for not drawing a frame. Don't die, that's bad for your health. Tiresome fox. Oh yeah, right, I forgot he was here. She doesn't need to ask you. But as a mistake you won't make again. Also, how was your Christmas?
It was great. How about yours?
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Christmas story. I made duck. I finally finished all of my cooking goals. And I was so exhausted that I went to bed.
A whole duck?
Yeah, I roasted a duck in plum.
I'm proud of you.
It was a bit vinegary though.
It's okay.
So me and Ricky are going to clear out France and then repopulate France together. That's just what I said, yeah. I'm not a YouTuber.
You said that?
Honestly, I'm not. I'm a bird. I don't know how I could be lewd.
Yeah, let's just rewind back 10 minutes ago.
Once upon a time...
Actually, that was my fault.
What was it, me and Ricky? No, I just said that to Ricky during our unturned collab.
Fair enough.
That was unprompted. I'm just fucking evil.
How do you remember that?
In a while. You were not there.
No, yeah, but like, how do you remember that? That was quote number 3.
Because it was the only time I've ever played Unturn on this channel.
Okay.
For the same reason I can identify which quotes happened during It Gets So Lonely here.
Oh, those are obvious, yeah.
I've figured out when the pocket quote comes from. It's because Connie's like message was, I'm in Connie's pocket. So I must have saw that during a stream and made a joke about it. Once upon a time...
In my pocket?
You have pockets?
Yeah, right here.
Don't say right here, no one can fucking see what you're doing.
Bro, you're on my back. Literally, you can see it. Just look at my ass for a second.
Oh. Wow, you're flat as fuck, Alex.
Fuck you.
Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there was a girl who dreamt of being a poet. Whoa, just like me! Except I'm a guy. She did not want
to say you're
and neither did she want to claim. She just wanted to share her thoughts and feelings with others. She wanted to be understood. Why then did she not attempt to vocalize her feelings? If she wanted understanding, it would seem more sensible to widen her social circle, not spill the depths of her heart across a cold, unfeeling sheet of paper. But people are not always logical, poets doubly so. If she could have expressed herself clearly with her voice rather than her words, she would not have been a poet. It was precisely because she was awkward that she hid herself away inside her dusty library and expressed herself soundlessly. For many years, she did not go outside. No sunlight touched her skin until her flesh lost its rosy pigmentation and began to turn grey. The only noise she heard was the scratching of her quill against the parchment. That was all she needed. That was what she told herself she needed. Why then were all her stories so deeply, profoundly depressing? She was not happy, but she told herself it was impossible to be happy as a poet, and tried to set her feelings to one side. That is untrue! Someone, can we get Licorice executed? She purged him onto paper, attempting to cleanse her soul. She was convinced she could remain living like this, in suspended animation, neither happy nor unhappy, not dead but not quite alive. And perhaps she could have. She would have. Did she not fall in love? One day a concerned aunt convinced the poet to leave her study and walk about the village. Her aunt told the girl cool air would bring some color to her cheeks, as she had been looking awfully peaky as of late. Poet protested, saying she would rather write, but her aunt was firm. Her aunt said the poet had written so very much already that she must have been running out of things to say. And in any event, breaking out of her self-imposed eggshell would be good for her. Meeting new people and having new experiences would make the tales she span more enjoyable. Reluctantly, the poet acquiesced. Her aunt was a pushy woman. She did not have much of a choice. By the way, is the volume okay? Chat, is the volume good? So the aunt took the poet by the hand and dragged her out into the sunshine. The poet had to shield her eyes with her hand like a lich and spent the whole walk yearning to return to her study. The world was far too bright for a strange, pale, melancholy creature like her. There were traders trying to sell their wares, and happy couples cuddled together beneath the sun. There were children shrieking and playing games, and chickens pecking at the seeds on the street. The streets were narrow and cramped, much too crowded, and the girl jostled back and forth. Her shoulders were bumped, her elbows knocked, and she feared her skin would bruise. Oh, it was horrible. The outside world was chaotic and lively and exciting, that made it unspeakably horrible. The poet was not bright and bold, and it seemed like her very being would fade away, dissolving into dust. Exposed for the fake that she really and truly was. A fake human who wrote about false emotions she had never felt. Half-formed and incomplete. Fated to vanish without a trace. The mere act of existing amongst these strangers, with their bright eyes and smiling faces, was almost unbearable. The girl really did think she was going to die. Until she met her. As we can tell, lesbian immediately. Let's go, chat.
Just because you met a woman doesn't mean you're a lesbian.
This is a story about her falling in love, Alex.
Oh.
We did it, chat. The Ebihime lesbian experience has begun. She was nothing special, really. A street performer with ribbons in her hair and a smile on her face. What?
I think it began a long time ago before that. Oh, you mean like officially, though?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Confirmed lesbian, let's go. I mean, okay, well, we do have... I mean, we do have another confirmed lesbian in the story. I think they're lesbians. I'm going to assume they are. This was found with, say,
it was never confirmed. Madeline never confirmed it.
Can you even read that?
Read what?
Can you even read the image that pops up when you type in lesbian?
Lesbian? You can. You absolutely can. Okay. It's just that it's hard for you to read from OBS. I can definitely see lesbian. That's so funny, by the way. Do they know how funny lesbian is?
I can't wait to go to the fucking Ebihime conference and tell her how much you love that joke.
I'm gonna write her a letter.
Write her a letter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find her
That
mailbox for
lesbian
you.
joke? Good God. Thank you.
It's just like a picture of the fucking lesbian image.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Do you have any idea how funny this is?
It's like just that on a fucking envelope, and on the back is, I find this really funny. Alex has left a chat on Twitch.
Send it by pigeon.
They're extinct. Carrier pigeons are extinct, Alex.
They're extinct?
They're extinct.
Not have anything to say about it.
I mean, they are planning to breed them back. De-extinct them. People tossed silver and bronze coins into the cap on the floor before her. Nobody would give a gold to a street urchin like this, and she would dance with him obligingly. A flesh and blood music box given life. Once in a while, the pedestrians would pause to watch her, and would request dances. The spoiled princess, the shy bride, the dying swan. The girl fulfilled each request sweetly, with grace and poise. She threw her very being, her soul into these roles, with such abandon the poet could only watch, her eyes wide. When she was the princess, the girl was regal, with her noble carriage, her head held high. When she was the bride, she was shy and demure, her eyelashes downturned, as though anxious to gaze upon the visage of her husband. And she saw the swan, her face twisted into an expression of deep melancholia, and her fluttering arms may as well have been two white feathery wings. The poet was in awe. How could one girl take on so many roles, yet finish each performance with that self-same smile and neat little curtsy? She was barely enough. There was barely enough of the poet to constitute one complete character, yet alone free. But it seemed the dancer could swap between personas at her will. Was that because she was so full of life? The poet did not know. All she knew was, she could not tear her eyes away from the girl. The crowd continued to shout and jostle. One elderly woman carrying a sack filled with potatoes knocked into the poet, but there she remained, rooted to the spot as though by magic. A strange feeling had begun to blossom in her chest, one that she could not quite place. Envy, perhaps? But this emotion did not have the bite of envy. It was not bitter, neither was it sweet. And though it hurt keenly, the poet was happier for having experienced it. You can only be in love. Yeah, I told you, lesbian. At some point, Nancy noticed the poet was watching her, spellbound, and she smiled. She walked towards the poet, her feet falling against the ground in a series of feather-like taps, and after being audible, and peered at her curiously. Would you like me to dance for you? She asked. The poet was quite overwhelmed by all this, didn't know what to do. She did not understand the feelings that were growing inside her heart, and being in close proximity to the girl who had sparked them was dangerous. It must have been dangerous. Her heart was a powder keg, and the girl's smile was brighter than the flames that flickered in her fireplace. If she allowed it, her poor heart would explode. I'm sorry, but, the poet stuttered. That's... This guy's funny. The dancer repeated mischievously. The poet was so enamored she nearly bit off the tip of her own tongue. It had been such a long time since she had spoken to another human being, and it was all too much for her. I'm afraid I do not have any money, said the poet apologetically. But then Simile rolled her eyes and said in a tone dismissive, You don't need to give me money, silly. I'm offering. That was not enough to placate the poet, however, she admitted, but it would be rude, surely. I do not expect it. That's my sake, but free. The dancer pouted. Look at me so reverently, though. Who's the girl's some kind of goddess? I think that's payment enough. I'm sorry, but for the first time in her life, the poet was close, dangerously close to getting what she wanted. But this thought was terrifying. Change was terrifying. The feelings beside her chest were terrifying, so she left. She had no other choice. That was what she told herself, but her heart was pounding. The rest of the day, the poet wondered. She didn't know why she loved the dancer so. They had hardly spoken. The poet was a reticent person by nature. She was not the sort to fall for perfect strangers. Indeed, she had always scoffed at fairy tales with their neat happily ever after endings, because these princesses and princesses often married without knowing the first thing about one another. That was not love, that was obsession. Maybe the poet did not love the dancer then. Maybe it was obsession, sick and twisted, unhealthy. It was because throughout the day the dancer was the only one who had paid the poet any attention. She was the only one who seemed to care. That was nothing more than foolishness. The dancer cares because she wanted the poet to give her money. That was a logical conclusion, one that general dislike and distrust of other humans had taught the poet, and yet... I'm afraid I do not have any money. You don't need to give me money, silly. I'm offering. From that day on, whenever the poet tried to compose any poetry, her thoughts would invariably return to the dancer. Now love, or if it was not love, obsession, can do stranger things to people. Though the poet was a shy, retiring sort, and hitherto would never have ventured into the outside world of her own volition, she was now driven. It was almost as though she had been cursed. She had to see that dancer again, or otherwise, she feared she would die. The following week, the poet found herself watching the streets. She walked awkwardly with the gait of one unused to the outside world. Hands were out at the front. She glanced about, as though expected to be set upon at any moment. She made her way to the square she had first seen the dancer, but to her immense disappointment, the dancer was not there. As that was to be expected, street performers did not have fixed schedules, and often they did not have fixed addresses. The girl may not have even been a permanent resident of the village. What if she had already left and was now sharing her skills with the villagers of Charlotte, or Viennoisere? Viennoisere? That was only to be expected, really, but this thought hurt rather more than it should have. Her turned defeated, ready to make her way back home when... Oh my, a familiar voice trilled. Were you waiting for me? The poet could only stare in shock, as well as she might. He would have done much the same if standing before you was the very object of your affections. A dancer with striking makeup and long silken hair. You know, said the dancer. What?
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 What? Did I say that out loud? Sorry, continue.
Something about olive streams?
Continue.
Alright, I'm gonna go watch the VOD later. You know, said the dancer, I've been doing street performances for years, but I've never had a fan before. A fan? Asked the poet, blinking at her shyly. That's right, you are a fan, aren't you? I don't know what you mean. Of course you don't. This is just coincidence. We just so happened to run into another. Said the dancer, nodding her pretty little head. So, my number one not fan, would you care to watch me a while? The poet looked at her anxiously. She could hardly believe what she was hearing. You want me to? Of course, oh, I thought you said darling. Of course, dancing is rather depressing when there is nobody around to appreciate your art.
You should have said anyway.
Of course, darling. But the streets are filled with people, and the poet's voice tailed off. She shied away. In any case, you're so pretty, everybody will want to watch you. They watch, but it doesn't mean they see. They're not watching the dance but my legs, or my hips, or my chest. The dancer shook her head. But you're different. I could tell that from the start. I don't think so, but if you want me to, the poet flushed, I suppose I can watch you just for a while. Oh, thank you so much, the dancer beamed. Her whole face was glowing. Suddenly, without warning, the dancer pulled the poet into a hug. The embrace was unexpected, and the poet tensed when she felt the lithe, supple arms of the dancer about her waist. That's the smell of peppermint, soft and sweet. She smelled peppermint. Is not licorice the dancer? I don't know. It seems odd to me. She was named Licorice, and she's in a library, and she likes peppermint. So she's either this poet, or she's the dancer. I don't know which one she could be. Because she drinks peppermint tea.
Okay, so the dancer is Licorice, but the poet is whoever the hell, because that's why Licorice likes books so much, because the poet likes books.
It does seem like we're gonna call it the narrator, I guess. I don't know. Is connected to these two somehow, because she's in a giant library where the poet would have probably studied. And she smells of peppermint like a dancer.
I have a theory. What if the book they're reading was actually written by the poet, and then the poet, in honor of Licorice, decided to name the main character Licorice?
Maybe. I don't know, because the not Licorice does look like the poet. She's very pale. And doesn't interact often. Maybe we're the dancer. I don't know.
I don't think so.
As for the poet, what did she smell of? Dust motes, most likely. Oh! There's dust motes in the library. An old parchment.
No way. Does she not shower or something? Like what?
This is the medieval world.
Why do you smell like the library? Yeah, but they still like found a way to get themselves clean.
The tips of her fingers were still blackened from a feverish night of writing, and there were bags underneath her eyes. She could not return the dancer's embrace lest she smear her dress with smuts of ink. But that did not mean she did not want to. She had never wanted anything more acutely in her whole life. So, my number one not fan, the dancer says coyly as she had drawn away from the poet. Do you have a dance request for me now? And to her surprise, the poet did. The erstwhile lover. The dancer danced so very sweetly. The poet could almost bring herself to believe she really was dancing for her. When the poet returned to her study, she pressed the palm of her hand against her cheek covertly.
Hit the gritty.
What?
The poet asked the dancer to hit the gritty. What?
The fucking gritty.
Yes, dancer. Would you care to hit the gritty for me?
Dan, could you hit the gritty? Oh yes, I will. Then she hits the gritty. Can you Fortnite default dance for me?
Could you imagine? I want to see that ballerina just doing that.
She was not a ballerina. I didn't know what these dances are. Is that a fucking goose hitting the gritty?
No, it's a goose hitting the ungritty. This is a goose hitting the gritty. Both pride. Oh, that actually is the goose hitting the gritty. I don't know why I'm not allowed to add these emotes.
1 second, let me edit your thing to see. I'm just gonna give you super admin. You and Yarden can have super admin. I don't know why Yarden's still pending. 1 second. Oh, Yarden accepted. Okay, there's one amount I need to add from Pillow that I forgot to add. It was embarrassing to care so deeply after a long, weary life of not caring at all. Oh, sorry. When the poet returned to her study, she pressed the palms of her hands against her cheeks covertly, warming them with the strength of her own ardor. It was embarrassing to care so deeply after a long, weary life of not caring at all, but the poet embraced it, even though it hurt. Even though she knew undoubtedly the dancer did not return her affections. She could not. Why would anybody love a reclusive person like her? Not to stop the poet from meeting the dancer over and over again. During the month, the two struck a kind of friendship. The poet would go and watch the dancer. The dancer would always fulfill the poet's requests with a small smile on her face. She was always, without fail, the erstwhile lover. Is there any reason you like this dance so much? Dan's once had a cause to ask with one of her mischievous smiles. Yeah, man, I wonder why.
Why do you like the gritty so much?
Do you mind if I ask, why do you make me hit the gritty so much?
You look so skibbity phantom tax when you did it.
It's just you're
I couldn't control my Ohio.
You're such a Sigma. My Ohio got phantom taxed by you.
Your Ohio Ridge just hit my Sigma skibbity so hard. I couldn't help it. Gritty went along with you.
The skibbity riz from your Sigma dances phantom taxes my Ohio heart.
Okay, stop talking.
Alex is embarrassed because he knows that I'm saying this brain rot in a way that makes actual sense. He's just saying words.
I was too. No, I was too.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, what was the meaning?
I couldn't take anymore. Okay, so when I said your Ohio Riz, it translates to like your wild and alien charisma is striking me in such a way that I can barely breathe. You know what I mean? I got
Oh,
quite
okay.
speechless.
Alright, well when I said your Skibbity means nothing, and it wasn't even a thing until people started saying it. It used to just be a song in Turkish, and then it became Skibbity Toilet, but like Skibbity was about the song, but for some reason people just took Skibbity and started
Am I
putting it in
really
front
getting
of things.
Skibbity lore from Olive right now?
You're getting the Skibbity etymology, yeah. They really, I don't know why they did that. It wasn't even like the Brain Rock kids. It was literally
It was
people
just
who make fun of it.
because of Stick on Your Gat song. It just used as a word for no reason.
The Skibbity Gat song isn't even like an actual song. It doesn't use the words properly. It just says them. Anyways, people just started putting skip. So Skibbity means nothing. Ignore it. Your Riz, from your Sigma. So the Sigma comes from lonely white men being really sexist. And
Andrew
going,
Tate.
I'm a Sigma male. No, it's actually like more pathetic than that. It's like they're doing a weird roleplay. Anyways.
Oh.
Your epic dance, we're just gonna say, is phantom taxing. Phantom tax is when you take food from someone, basically. So it's like you're taking from my Ohio heart, because Ohio is a weird place and it's odd. You know, it's wild and racing. So her heart's very weird because she knows the dance doesn't like her. So yeah,
what are we doing, Olive?
Etymologizing.
My head hurts. My head hurts.
Every human is gonna watch this fucking video series of her old game, and she's gonna hear this conversation, and she's never going to let us buy another game from her again. The two were sitting together in the local tavern, drinking. Perhaps the poet had too much to drink already. She'd always been bad at holding her liquor, and her cheeks were flushed. They flushed even deeper upon hearing the dancer's questions. The poet looked at the tabletop, trembling like a lily. The dancer totally knows that this poet has a crush. I refuse to believe it. Ain't no way.
Crush from me.
Bro, the poet... What do you mean?
Whenever your heart starts beating, you just can't stop staring at someone. It's like, that's what a crush is.
Yeah, but like the poet does have a crush on the dancer. And ain't no way the dancer's not aware of this. She stutters whenever she gets close, starts freaking out, and asks her to do one dance.
It was super obvious to a dancer.
It must be. Like, how do you get told, hey, can you do the lover dance like 7 times in a row without knowing? Wow, what does she want me to be the erstwhile lover over and over again? She could hardly tell the dancer she enjoyed.
Coy. From the start.
Yeah, she knows. She could hardly tell the dancer she enjoyed the dance because it allowed her to imagine, if only for a few moments, the love and adoration resplendent upon the dancer's face was meant for her and her alone. What if the poet was gay but the dancer was straight?
Such is the tragic tale of many people who are gay or lesbian.
Such as the pain and suffering of all gay people.
Listen, I'm not gay myself, but I imagine this soul crushing moment, seeing someone. It's like you're just like praying that they're gay, but they're not. You're just like, well,
as it is for all people who
you're bi.
Like the same
do you know
sex.
how this feels?
Kinda. But I already knew they were straight before that. I just sort of still developed the... It was
yeah, but like,
a sad moment.
You're meeting people.
Okay, for one, as we know, I may only want to date people who I already know, so I'd be aware of their sexuality before this.
Okay, so wait, I forgot. You're the type of person to not like be like immediately attracted to someone, right? So like this doesn't really apply to you, right? Okay, so it doesn't even apply to you.
It only applies to me if I actually knew someone but didn't know their sexuality, which is, it would be weird for me not to be aware, but, you know.
Yeah, like, yeah, I get you.
It is the fate of all people who like the same sex to only be interested in straight people.
If I said that I liked men, would you?
That's a weird question to ask. Let's continue.
Fuck, fine, whatever, continue.
Haha, yes it would be. But anyways, being an artist herself, the poet understood the dance's true motivations. The light that shone upon her face during the dance was not meant for her. It was for the art of dance itself. I just think it looks beautiful, that's all, said the poet. The dance was not placated by this obvious dodge. Oh, is that all? She said, nudging the poet in the ribs. I wish you'd nudge me in the breast. Thank God it's too busy to quote me. You heard the poet. I hope she'd nudge me in the breasts.
That said ribs.
Yeah, but the poet said she wished. I'm the poet's will.
She did?
And the poet is Rosette.
Oh, you're the poet's will. I was... The poet is not Rosette. If it was Rosette, we would get far more descriptive lines.
Should be like, oh, the dancer's lips are so full and full of color. I want to fuck her. She never says it directly, but you can tell.
Rosette might as well have just been saying that, to be honest, let's be real.
She was saying everything but that. But here's the question. Was Rosette a full-fledged lesbian, or was Rosette in the closet?
Rosette was in no closet. She knows.
I don't know. She never explicitly said that she was a lesbian.
She did not have to.
Well, we can tell, but can Rosette tell? Or does Rosette still think that she's straight?
Can Rosette tell? I don't know I never think of the same sex the way that Rosette thinks of the same sex. That's all I gotta say, okay?
I feel like Rosette, of all people, would have closeted homophobia. I'm gonna be real. I have to watch for the VOD to see what you actually say. I think she might, because she gets bullied a lot in school. She might be like in the closet and have internalized homophobia.
Why would she have homophobia? I just don't get it. How many lesbians were there in that time period in the first place?
About the same amount as there is now, Alex. You shouldn't say things like that.
Openly, that you could tell, and it wasn't like, you know, like the left hand thing.
Honestly, same-sex relationships were a bit open. I don't know. It was a bit weird in the past.
For women?
For everyone, actually. It's always been a case of it's been more open than you would think, but not as open as you would think. Or at least not as open as you would want.
What?
In the past, people were more accepting of gay relationships than you think, but not as accepting as you would want them to be.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
It is the truth, the poet squeaked. The dancer peered at her, smiling mischievous. That mischievous smile the poet had come to know, even better than her own. Of course, the poet knew the dancer's smile was more intimately than hers. She never smiled herself, after all. Even if she did, she was not the sort of person who cared to look at her reflection in the mirror. She was far too pale and sickly. If that is so, then why is your face red? Asked the dance. Oh, she knows. She knows.
It's like reading an erotica.
The poet started helplessly. I must have had too much apple cider. Is apple cider any good? I've never drunk it. Because I don't drink.
It depends on what you mix it with. To be honest with you, it's not for me.
Is mead good?
Is meat?
Mead.
I don't remember what mead was.
It's the alcohol with honey.
I don't know. I've only had like honey flavored alcohol, and that's not really that good. I'm not like a connoisseur of alcohol, because, you know, I'm not an alcoholic.
I don't know, you're pretty fucking close.
However, I've had a lot of wine.
Oh, I'm not an alcoholic. I can quit whenever I want. Sure you can.
I can stop whenever I want, but quit? No.
Apple cider? The dancer raised an eyebrow. How can you even get drunk on that? It's a woman's drink. They're both women. We're both women. The poet countered weakly. Wait, was the dancer this entire time a femboy?
Also, that doesn't even make sense. Apple cider has the same alcohol content as wine, so I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know. The dancer, however, paid the poet's feeble protests no heed. She laughed, shaking her head. You're kind of adorable, you know. I am? Yes, you get flustered so easily, the dancer giggled ominously. Why ominously? It makes me want to tease you. Please don't. The woebegone poet replied, her head bowed. No. No. But the poet was shifting in her seat, anxious and expectant. I went from drinking every day to just stopping the day I got evicted. Oh.
That's fair.
I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. When Dancer said she wanted to do something, she was the kind of person who did it. Even that something involved the unfair and wholly unnecessary teasing of a sensitive friend. You don't sound very convinced, the poet pressed. Well, if it's you, the poet flushed at her own honesty. She is down bad for the dancer, holy shit. Maybe I don't mind being teased, just a little. Now that's what I like to hear. This is why we're such good friends, you and me. Friends. Oof.
They were roommates.
And they said they were... And my poetry says that we were roommates.
Historians will say they were very good friends.
And they were very good friends who lived happily ever after and adopted 2 children. But they were just friends.
They were very good friends that like to kiss a little bit.
They're very good friends who shared a bed. And knew each other's exact breast size.
You don't know your woman's friend's breast sizes? By heart? Wow.
Shit, let me ask Connie in our DMs.
I in order to cheer her up, I did like somewhat jokingly ask her one time. She was just stammered.
Oh yeah, you have to give your breast size first.
I don't think it cheered her up.
I know you have F cups.
Duh. No, they're H, you dumbwit.
My bad, I have Z cups. How big do your breasts have to be Z? I don't actually know.
Wait, you're a hummingbird. Never mind, I can't make that joke.
I'm a starling, you dumb fuck. I'm not a hummingbird.
Starling. I don't know why I said hummingbird. Starling. I meant starling. Sorry, darling.
Huh?
What?
Did you call me darling?
What? Continue.
First you joke about my breasts and now you call me darling?
I'm sorry.
Because you like bullying and I'm easy to bully? Granted, the poet was not well versed in human relations.
This is like femboy writing.
But it... You would know, wouldn't you? Granted, the... This was me when you said that. 1 second, let me get a gif.
I'll see it 5 minutes later.
Oh, here we are. This was me when you talked about femboy writing. Send your DM.
Fuck you.
Granted, the poet was not well versed in human relations, but it did not seem like most stable foundations built a friendship on. But there was more. Of course there was more. The dancer made a show of thinking, one finger tapping against her lower lip. Her fingernails, the poet noticed, were pale and peachy pink, neatly filed and cut into perfect crescent moons. How the fuck do you do that? For some reason, these perfect fingernails were depressing. Because... Were depressing. Why? It would hurt if she fingered them.
Envy?
And you're incredibly cute, the poet suddenly exclaimed. What? The poet started. It was fortunate she was not drinking. If she had been, a fine spray of apple cider would have gone everywhere. Now, that would have endeared her to the dancer, she did not think. Please don't tease me, the poet begged. Who says I'm teasing you? It's just so unlikely. I'm not cute. I'm cool. Ah, too.
No, shut up!
The dancer insisted stubbornly.
I was gonna like instinctively say it because like whenever I hear that I was like I have to finish it.
I knew. The poet looked at her dubiously. You say cider is a woman's drink, but I think you're drunk too, she said. Nonsense. But you said I was cute. You are cute, and I'll prove it. How? Like this.
Me in chat.
Quicker than lightning, the dancer bridged the gap between them and pressed her lips against the poet's cheek. We were this close to a kiss, chat. We were this close.
Me in chat.
We're inches away from lesbian makeout session with the dancer.
Resist, we're so close.
The poet squeaked. Predictably, she flustered. Sorry, you can yawn if you want, and we'll use that sound effect instead.
Fine.
That's what I thought. Predictably, I did not. It was not a request. That was rhetorical. She flustered, her eyes wide as gold pieces.
Fine, I guess you're my evil yawn, champ.
With a trembling hand, she brought her fingertips to her right cheek and let them rest there. She was so awkward, uncoordinated. She was very nearly managed to knock her tankard of apple cider over in the process. But could you really blame her? The dancer, her dearest friend and object of her affections, had just kissed her. What did it mean? The poet did not know. Yawn counter, let's go! Alex yawned 3 times. We need 2 more yawns, queen.
That first one was fake.
1 more time, queen. She was happy at this display of affection, of course, but at the same time, she was horribly anxious. What of their relationship now? What if it changed? Before she met the dancer, the poet had been unbearably lonely. She had not even realized the full extent of her own loneliness, because she had been lonely all her life. The loneliness had become a dull background hum, like falling rain, her constant companion. I just realized my dog is knocking at the door. Alex, quickly, start yawning to entertain chat.
That's not how I entertain chat, ever. What the hell? Entertain chat. Give me a second. Let me find something to read. Don't worry, I got you. Smut. Okay, let's see here. Wattpad, smut to read. One shot smut. Interesting. Start reading.
Sorry about that, so chat. I was thinking.
Smut, but,
I could handle it. Now that the poet knew what it was like not to be lonely, she did not know if her heart could handle the deep, unchecked loneliness of her past. Oh, what, does she just, like, kiss and never see you again? The only true way to make sure that dancer never leaves you is to marry her, poet. And then impregnate her. Her heart was a frail, fragile organ. And it tensed in pain when she was parted from the dancer. Thank God my Luda moments are never recorded in the quotes. Unlike yours, Alex.
I know, right? If I pull up a quote right now, it's gonna be yours.
Alright, do it. Let's see. You should...
Well...
No. Well...
well, let's just continue.
Best of 3?
Yep, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, no, it's yours. I have too many titles. Insane, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, alcoholic, racist, femboy, girlfriend, pop cup, alien, streamer. That's probably not even half of them. Oh, thank God you're a sexist, homophobic, transphobic, racist.
I can't remember which ones I forgot, but whatever.
Some nights she would clutch her chest, her eyes woven shut from pain and whimper. Loving somebody was one of the most wonderful feelings in the world, but not being loved in return was agony. I know the dancer might love you. Being toyed with was worse. It felt like her heart was being lacerated by glass, and the mere act of breathing hurt. Sometimes the poet wished she had never met the dancer. Then she would never learn what it was to love, and subsequently she would never learn what it was to suffer. But she knew that was folly. Even if she had a chance to go back in time, she would not have done anything differently. She would have met the dancer again over and over across the thousands of different lifetimes. If only she could have told the dancer that, with her lips remained sealed shut. All she could do was pine and pour the depths of her heart into her poems. Dancer herself seemed curious in the poet's works, and asked numerous times questions about her profession. "What is it that you do?" she clamored. "Tell me, tell me." Invariably, the poet replied, it's a secret." "Does that mean you don't trust me?" "It's not that, but I don't know if it's a very respectable job." Dancer only scoffed at these replies, said, "In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a street performer. I dance in public, hoping against hope some kindly man or woman will give me some spare change." "Well," the poet demurred, "you have no reason to feel embarrassed, you can tell me," the dancer pressed. But your dancing's beautiful,
smart.
whereas the poet bowed her head, closing her eyes. "I have only ever used my talents for selfish purposes." "What talents? I want to know. Aren't we friends?" "Well, The poet hid her face. Admitting that she was a poet was excruciating, as it often is for those who wish to make a living through the written word. It is far too personal. Yet at the same time, the poet wanted the dancer to know. "Back, and what amazing quotes I see. I write poems, I suppose," she admitted, her cheeks pale pink. Her relief, the dancer did not scorn her chosen career. Instead, she clapped her hands together, her face shining. "Poems? Oh my, that really does suit you."
Oh my god, I just realized the dancer does not know she's a poet.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about her again, admitting that she's a poet right now.
I honestly didn't even... that didn't even cross my mind for some reason.
She probably knew by the time of the apple cider incident. You think? Yes, you seem exactly the kind of person who would exist in some dusty library, poring over old books with a quill in your hand. "I'm not sure if I'm right about this assessment or not," said the poet. "It's a compliment," the dancer said, giggling, "but a poet? I wonder." "Thanks, Queen." What was she wondering exactly? The poet was curious, but at the same time she was a little anxious. Even so, she still asked, "What are you wondering?" Fuck, I can't read now.
Why?
Because my chat overlay is covering the text. The dancer's eyes lit up. With a wide smile, she took her hold of the poet's hands in her own. Her fingers were soft and warm. "Have you written any poems about me?" The poet backed away as it did a little good, giving her fingers room to write. The poet stuttered. "You have?" asked the dancer. "No. Don't lie to me. My #1 nut fan, I can tell." Said the dancer,
if
waving
you
him.
like my poem, I wouldn't ever... You'd have to take SEAL Team 6 to reveal this information out of me.
Wait, said the poet? Oh! The dancer had identity crisis. She was the poet all along. Said the dancer, waving one finger in a reprimanding manner. "If you have been profiting off my beauty, why didn't you let me look? I want to see what you've been writing about me."
Really.
We look at her.
Very obviously a typo.
We look at her poems about the dance and just like, "I want to fuck her. I want to fuck."
Yeah, imagine if the poet just switched completely. That's just what they said.
It's just like a Shakira song about the poet, about dancer.
Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah.
I don't know which
I don't.
fucking... I just know who Shakira is, to be honest. But the poet could not. She opened and closed her mouth, but no voice came out. It was too embarrassing. Poems can be rather revealing, crafted by stripping back layers upon layers of the heart and arranging them prettily on a piece of paper. The poet did not want the dancer to see the true depths of her feelings. She would rather die. She refused, she had to. "Well," says the dancer's expression once so jubilant for, "if you don't trust me..." But that wasn't it. It wasn't that the poet did not trust the dancer. The poet did not trust herself. Through her poetry, she had never been more evocative than it was now. That only made the poet even more defensive of her works. Falling in love seems to have had a positive effect on her poetry, as love does. Though the poet had published a handful of poems before, they had been met with little acclaim. They were too morose and melancholy, with no softer moments to break them up, a long endless slog. If the girl's poems had been miserable, that was only to be expected. She herself had been miserable, but she had known few other emotions. A writer can create the most expansive of fantasy universes, popular with any number of colorful characters, but they cannot come to life without emotion. Upon meeting the dancer, the poet's heart was suddenly seized with any number of curious feelings she had never had before. Who?
What?
Also, sorry that you have no role in like this entire stream.
Yeah, I have not been reading for the past hour and 15 minutes. I've just been quipping the whole time.
Yeah, I'd read some things. There was happiness, yes, and relief and pleasure, warmth and acceptance, belonging. But there were other, darker emotions mixed in, anxiety, insecurity, jealousy, and a deeper, darker, bitterer loneliness than she had ever experienced. It was with these emotions that the poet created her new works. They were well received. He's eye candy?
That's all I am to you, some kind of whore? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you busted out the fires, you would get some more viewers, but you never do. Look at this chat. No bottom to him.
Stop showing where my legs would be.
He's not even a great prostitute, chat. Where the fuck am I? Yeah. It was these emotions that the poet created her new works. They were well received. They were raw and passionate, almost obscenely so. And people were enamored. Oh, she's a famous poet now. During her life, the poet spun so many stories that attained acclaim and lofty accolades. But the one thing she wanted to say the most, she could not. She could not tell the truth. She could not tell the dancer that she loved her. She could not even let the dancer read her poems. Time passed as it always does, and the halcyon days of the poet had spent her beloved dwindled away like autumn leaves. Dancer told her the news one day when they were in the local tavern, sipping at tankards of apple cider. The same apple cider the dancer had been drinking together. The dancer giggling tipsy, when she had shared their first and last kiss, a chest kiss in the cheek, scented with scented apples. Dancer had been serious, or had she? The poet didn't know. She had never asked, and now it was too late. I'm going to get married soon. Oh!
No!
Oh! Chat, I need to pause. Oh no. Oh no. At that moment, the poet's heart shattered. She had always known such a day would come, where the dancer would be torn apart from her forever, but she had not wanted to accept it. It hurt too much. Now it had finally happened, however, she had no choice but to nod her head. She was that kind of person. Oh, is that so? I'm happy for you, said the poet. Dancer looked at her, brushed a few strands of hair behind her ear, and said, Are you sure? Her eyes were large and imploring, pleading. Are you really sure? And the poet had never been surer. It was not alright, and she was not happy. Her heart had already broken, and its shards were embedded inside her ribs, her stomach, her liver, her lungs. The mere act of breathing hurt, but she had to try and smile. She didn't want to ruin the dancer's happiness. The dancer played the role of the erstwhile lover for the poet so many times in the past. That was more happiness than a useless girl like her could hope for. Now she would dance it for her husband. And so it was that it hurt more than anything ever before. The poet was able to say with conviction.
So this is what it feels like.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure the dancer wanted her to say no and run away together. But the dancer didn't get it. Because she was too self-hating.
Fair enough. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Surprisingly, it was dancer who felt her fingers trembling about the handle of her tankard. Her eyes began to swim with tears. Why was she crying? Happiness? It didn't look like it. If I get married, you won't be able to be my #1 not fan anymore, said the dancer. I won't? No, my fiancé does not approve of me being a dancer. He says he cannot bear other men looking at my legs or waist and hips when I dance.
No.
The boy's voice faltered. He is only saying that because he loves you. But does she really believe that? But I love dancing, the poet dancer exclaimed. I love dancing more than anything. And I love it when you watch me. Dancer stared at the poet, imploring. Her lips trembled. She did her eyelashes with unshed tears. Please. The poet did not know what she was pleading for. The poet's throat convulsed. She said, Congratulations. Being a poet, it was almost funny she could not think of any words. Wasn't that her job? But her words had forsaken her now. It was hard to say who that ill-placed and sensitive congratulations hurt more. Her face twittered, with more grief than she had borne when dancing the role of a dying swan. So her final dance reserved only for the poet, her best friend, her #1 not fan, the heartbroken maiden. The Poet hated herself for it. She hated herself more than she already did. Why did she told the truth? Why didn't she never told the truth? She claimed to care for the dancer's company. Everything she said had been a lie. But this was why the girl wanted to become a poet, ever since her childhood. She could not say the things she meant out loud. The truth only manifested itself when she held a pen. But writing her affection would be useless. She had never let the dancer read her poems, and now she never would. And so just like that, the dancer left the poet's life. Her absence cleaved an irreparable hole in that poet's breast. It felt as though her heart, which had been lying dormant for years, had suddenly burst into being, only to collapse in on itself. If only she had told the dancer what she really felt, instead of relying on a cold and unfeeling piece of paper. It was too late now. The poet returned to a secluded library. Once it seemed like a sanctuary, now it was a prison. With a trembling hand, she picked up her quill. And what?
I'll give you legs. I mean, I'll have myself give myself legs. Oh. Okay, can you movie now?
Wow, guys, look at this whole.
Fuck you.
He's here, chat. Alex with legs. I had to increase his size like exponentially. Now he's blurry. Alex, can you speak? Can we see it?
Yay! I'm blurry. I love being blurry. Don't call me a good girl. Wait,
now we have his beautiful legs. Look at this. Because you're smaller than the other one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I had to increase your size.
Oh, well, I kind of think it's funny that I'm blurry, actually.
She picked up her... And with a trembling hand, she picked up her quill and dipped it into her ink pot. A thick drop of ink fell from the end of the quill, hitting the clean fresh sheet of parchment. Its stain spreading outwards in a circle the size of a marble. The poet did not try to brush it away. There was no point. For the first time in life, she could not think of anything to write. Damn!
Wait,
that's a depressing fucking life. The last words died on Minuet's lips, and the church was once more bathed in silence. The rain ran down the stained glass windows until it seemed that every single saint was shedding tears. Madeline too looked suspiciously damp about the edges. She slipped, wiping her eyes and back of her sleeve. That's a depressing poem. Wait, who's you again?
Pretty depressing. You're Madeline, I'm Daffy. Daffodil, fuck.
That's so sad.
Sad? I think it was stupid.
Stupid? How could you be so cruel?
If the poet was miserable, that was her own fault. She should have said how she really felt. Keeping silent about it, then acting like some tragic heroine. It's ridiculous. Especially when it could have been prevented so easily.
Yeah, that's how tragedy normally works, dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass.
Dumbass. Daffodil should kill herself. You of all people have no right to say that, Daffodil Honore. Is that how you pronounce it, or Honore?
Probably an Honore or something.
You're worse when it comes to expressing your true feelings.
I can't express my true feelings. Don't be such an idiot, Maddie. I'm sorry.
I know you want to fuck me, Daffodil. See, you say that I'm an idiot, but I know you don't really believe that.
But
hi, Sky.
It's not the same thing. You know it.
Guys, my dogs are here. Say hi.
Hi, dog. Not you, Kai, but what's your dog's name?
Sky and Bronson.
Sky and Bronson. Hi, Sky and Bronson.
I think Sky reacted. I don't know. She's kind of weird. They're kind of weird when it comes to screens.
Aww, Sky likes me.
She looks... Do you like Alex, Sky? Do you like Alex? She's right.
She starts barking.
You like Alex? Hey, pretty girl.
Woof woof.
She doesn't bark at just to talk. She only barks at people.
She only barks at what?
She only barks at strangers. Or when people come.
We're friends. At least I'm not so mopey.
Just grumpy.
Be quiet. Nobody asked you. Can
you do a freeze off? Can Can we get Daffodil ranting in a Frieza voice about like Le Parade or something?
Be quiet! Nobody asked you!
Alright, milady.
Alex also only barks at strangers when people come. True. It's this whole it can't be helped attitude that really makes me mad.
Huh.
I don't
But I thought you didn't believe in spirits, Daffodil.
When people come. I don't know if I believe it or not, but if the story is true, I have a few questions.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
Why didn't you?
Wait, am I narrating?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I call him Licorice.
Daffodil got to her feet.
got to her feet. I know
yeah.
I'm Licorice, so
Yeah. My bad.
Daffodil got to her feet. Her skirts swirling about her legs. The pew groaned in protest as she did so, as though attempting to call her back.
PewDiePie's in the game?
Oh wait, hang on. Only all will be able to see this. So give me a second.
Wait, see what? What are we looking at?
Oh wait, no. Queen will see it too. No, never mind.
See, what am I looking at?
I was gonna reply. I was going to reply to Kai with something, but I retract it. Instead, I'm going to go right to DMs.
Alright, guys, let's have a cool, epic session.
Daffodil, being Daffodil, ignored it.
Continued when it was your fucking turn.
If you really did die hundreds of years ago, why are you still here? What on earth are you?
She says that she is a soul.
A soul?
Yes, the soul of the poet. She is dead and her physical body has long since rotted, but the soul lingers on. Oh my.
For whatever reason, Madeline seemed quite taken with this tale.
I mean, what did you think she was? We talked about how Leparde can see souls and talk to them. And that was like, ah, what is it?
Maybe it was the romanticism of it.
I don't believe it. It's just like the story Sister Bernadette told me.
Story about the lost souls and always in your past. Fucking dipping the freezer again. Daffodil made quotation marks with her fingers as she spoke.
Fucking rabbit. Fucking bunny.
Her sarcasm. 99.
Stupid bunny.
Stop. You're embarrassing me. That much she did not care.
That's exactly right. Souls burdened with regrets cannot transcend to a higher plane, and will remain in the mortal realm. And if they are unable to find inner peace, they will become one with the earth.
Have you seen like those two shirts, Solo, where like one says, one shirt says "I come in peace" and the other says "I'm peace"?
Yeah, I've seen them.
I love it.
Why do you want me to wear one?
It's just a story. Yeah, it'd be funny.
You want to wear peace or I come in peace? Who's the bottom of this relationship, Alex?
You are the one that says peace.
I don't know. I feel like I would, Alex.
It would be funny without context, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one was which, to be honest.
I can't wait for Malin to one day just tell Daffodil to shut the fuck up. She walks into a church
she just, like, randomly just switched. She randomly had she like it's the last straw. She's like, Daffodil, shut the fuck up! I'm damning you to hell.
Like Malin just having Daffodil constantly insult her religion, which all of her family died over, and it's like just her continuously insulting her beliefs about the afterlife. Malin has to snap at some point.
Malin says enough is enough, and she gets the crop.
Don't bring up Kai's crop out of nowhere. What has Kai done to you? You'd be fucking like conditioned.
As you say that, she did me something fucking wild.
It is written in the Book of Magdalene. It is not just a story. It is a parable, a teaching of the goddess. Every tree's a soul, you dumb bitch.
So? So you're saying this tree is actually a soul?
A soul made manifest, yes. A physical representation of regret.
Madeline blinked shyly at the tree, where she perhaps supposed Licorice was residing.
Would that be too much trouble? May I ask how long you have been here? She's been here longer than she can remember, maybe 5 or 6 centuries.
Centuries? That's an incredibly long time to pine after a street performer.
Daffodil, I am sorry to say you're not very romantic.
And this isn't very practical. I wouldn't want to be a tree for 600 years because some silly love affair didn't work out.
Do you think the ghost will just, like, appear and punch Daffodil in the stomach? Do you think Licorice will snap first?
Licorice already snapped. Kind of. Like, half snap.
Like, you just, like, I am the first soul to manifest and literally punches Daffodil in the stomach and goes away again.
Sounds like something a Dark Soul would do. Honestly, this is even more unbelievable than souls.
Aren't nuns supposed to believe in souls?
Hardly, I'm a modern girl.
You certainly are uniquely irritating. Damn!
Is that Licorice's opinions or yours?
A little bit of both.
This is impossible. You... She stabbed a finger at Minuet. You need to know your place, and you...
You need to learn your place, Bunny!
You need to learn your place, Bunny. She stabbed a finger at the tree. Don't belong here. You've been dead for hundreds of years. It's time to move on now.
I'm sorry, you get the right to tell her that?
Yes.
I've been here for hundreds of years, but I'll listen to this short, irritating nun.
Average colonizer.
Colonizer moment.
Maybe she's French. I mean, maybe she's English.
Yes, that's right. It's time to move on. Your accent is English.
Oh, right. I didn't even notice that. Huh? You mean? Oh yeah, because you made this joke before, like literally months ago. You mean she's going?
Isn't that what you wanted?
It is, but I mean, it seems so sudden.
It's been no more than 5 centuries. That's ample time to hold on to your regrets. There's a limit to how much remorse people can feel. Right?
It's 100.
Licorice
Licorice nodded. Man. Her head bowed. Bowed. Her hair was so long, it seemed to be weighing her down, applying an unhealthy amount of pressure to the base of her spine.
I think my hair is about as long as hers. She might have a bit longer though.
What? Your hair doesn't go to your waist?
Yeah, it doesn't go to my waist anymore. It's really upsetting. It used to be able to go all the way down to my hips. I used to be able to sit on my hair. But I can't anymore. Oh, hi Kai. I have longer hair than most people. This is a nice song.
I think my hair used to go to my shoulders. I'll sit on your hair. What does that even do for any of you?
What does what?
Nothing. You know what? Nothing.
Can you fucking read?
Wait, I didn't read this? But it was pointless to worry about such things. She was already dead. I'm so confused. The physical body was dead, but the soul lived on. In a fixed minuet with a gaze so penetrating, her very being convulsed.
My hair used to be long enough to sit on, yeah.
Oh, I get it. When she spoke, her words were unintelligible to all save Minuet. Ill. And yet, at that moment, Minuet was sure Madeline and Daffodil could understand her. Her soft, tuneless voice, unheard for more than 500 years, was given new form on the breath of the wind, the falling rain. Could you imagine she had a voice crack immediately?
I remembered it for so long. I don't remember what the dancer looks like anymore. I don't remember her face or her name. I hardly remember how she made me feel. I just remembered how much I wish I had told the truth to her, and how much I regret I never did. I still have so much regret, but it is too late now. I should put it behind me.
She brought one hand, pale and ghostly, up to her cheek, as though trying to catch tears, but she could not cry. There was no liquid left in her body. Just phantoms, phantasms. You know, they do say that ghosts appear because they have regrets.
Yeah. Not my religion, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
what do
ghosts
ghosts
can't
say
really...
in your religion?
Ghosts don't really work. I mean, like, the old worlds, you just have a physical body, so there was a ghost... They wouldn't look like a ghost, they'll just look like a guy. There'll just be a guy walking up to you. Like, they have a physical body, they'll just walk back.
Oh.
Like, if they want, they'll do it, but like... They'll just look like a guy. There won't be like a phantasm you won't see through them. They'll just be a dude. And they're probably there to beat you up.
That's fair. Yeah, because I imagine like, the body's like rotten or something. Like the body's not alive anymore.
No, it's not. No, they have a different body in the afterlife, so they won't even look rotten. They'll literally just be a guy.
Look like a different person, just some other guy.
I mean, they'll look like them. So that you just, if you were dead and your ghost friend came to see you, it literally just looked like them. You just walk into the door.
Some naked person running at you, or do they have clothes?
I mean, sometimes they're invisible, but normally it's because you're not there to see them. But no, they have clothes. They'll be really finely dressed. They'll just rock up.
Oh, they'll be okay.
The afterlife's are pretty
to beat up, but they're gonna have drip.
They'll have at least Celtic drip. They might have modern drip. I don't know. But yeah, you'll just be chilling. They'll
have like tuxedo.
Like if they want to get you, you'll get sick with disease because you know they do be kind of gods. But if they just want to put hands on you, they're just gonna come back and do it.
That's fair.
And they'll probably win. Because the bodies in the afterlife are pretty perfect. I have been learning my whole life, but that is my fault.
But have they,
It is because I shut myself away. I don't know, they might have guns over there. There's a lot of fighting in the other world, apparently. So they might have guns.
So they probably figured it out, yeah. Oh shit, okay.
You can kill them. I don't know what happens when you kill them, but I know you can.
They come back.
They might
respawn.
actually... They honestly might just respawn at the end of the day. I don't know. I think there were stories about
kill cam.
otherworldly beings getting killed and then getting back up a few times. That's happened. It happened in the Mabinogion. I know Manannan's pig gets slaughtered and makes the fuck back up, so it might.
I'm glad I ruined her KD. Okay, that's all. That's all I care about.
I know they enjoy fighting, but I should have tried to use somebody else to heal my... I should not have tried to use somebody else to heal my heart. That was selfish. Unforgivably selfish. You should have just fucked the dancer. It took me hundreds of years to come to terms with
She looks a lot like Licorice.
But she does. But maybe that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, that's wrong. You shouldn't need to hate yourself for that. Everyone acts selfishly from time to time. If we didn't act in our best interests, it would make ourselves unhappy. I'm glad. It's strange. What is? I never had any friends when I was alive. I don't think I have spoken to anybody about my feelings. Not honestly. It's odd I should laugh during my death. I guess it's never too late to change. I only am happy I was able to meet you. I was always soft-spoken during my life. That's probably why I never had any friends. I regretted it, but I told myself that's just the way life is. It was easier to hide away, and so I hid. Pouring out to you was scary. I was so frightened. But in the end, you heard me. Yeah, I heard you. Kind of hard not to with these. Then gestured at white ears and Licorice nodded.
For white ears and Licorice nodded.
My bad. You heard me and you listened to me. For the first time, someone listened. Because for the first time, you bothered to ask. Yes, I was finally able to reach out to someone. Not just one person, but 3, even if they can't see me. I know they listened, and that's more than enough. It's more than I deserve. Does she have a thing? She does. Look at her mouth.
A what?
Oh my god,
she has a little joke poking out. It's like...
She's a vampire. She's gonna suck us. Suck our blood.
Vampire? 1 second.
What?
Looking at vampire karaoke. One
no,
second.
we're not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, neither of us are vampires. She's gonna suck our blood. Sorry, our blood. My bad.
Aren't you a vampire?
You're wrong. No. What? Where did this come from? I'm not a vampire.
Just make you a vampire or
Look, I'm not
or something.
I'm not even. Bro, I'm not even pale.
You're melanated.
I gotta be a vampire.
You're still pale for a black person. You're a shade of light grey, not dark grey.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a light skin, I guess.
Yeah, I totally am.
Can you give me a light skin stare?
It would make sense for me to actually be pale in real life, just considering how little sunlight I get, but I'm not.
I mean, you rode a horse, so you can't be that pale.
What does that mean? What?
I've ridden a horse before.
God damn it, Queen. Where are you?
1 second.
I wonder what other amazing clothes are in the bank. Okay, well. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know why that one's in the cap. Poor washing. That was planned, actually. That was planned. It was kind of planned. It was like... it was kind of planned.
Wow, guys, did I forget that to shut my door so that people wouldn't walk into my room?
Maybe.
I'm not quite end up on someone's quotes. Oh yeah, right. We just decided to be lesbians today. That's about this game.
That probably came from...
Came from this game.
What?
We were talking about the Traveler,
It did?
and I said we don't know if the... Because we didn't know the Traveler was Minuet. So we weren't sure if the Traveler was a man or a woman. I just said, oh yeah, we just decided that the Traveler's a woman
that's fair.
and could be lesbians.
We wouldn't say this about Rosette. We just know we're lesbian.
Yeah, no, we're talking about... Because, you know,
fair.
Rosette's the greatest lesbian to ever exist.
The strongest lesbian.
She's the strongest. And we put every lesbian in the room to fight. Rosette's coming out on top.
Yeah. Sure. She'll be a top of the tops, you know?
Ain't no way. Rosette's a power bottom, and that's a fact.
Rosette's a power bottom?
Ain't no way she's topping. Do you know how fucking nervous of a person she is? We're not even aware if she's in the closet or not.
Even the way she dies is like very bottom behavior.
Bottom behavior, getting locked in a dungeon and killed.
Bottom behavior is being buried alive.
Bottom behavior getting dragged into the ocean and drowning. But no, she's a bottom.
Behavior being eaten.
She's a sub. She's submissive as hell.
Yeah.
It's more than I deserve. Finally,
Licorice sniffed. Her eyes sparkled with unshed tears. Well, Kai, the thing is, it wasn't a good type of eating.
I mean, she ripped out our throat with her teeth, Kai, so... I can
Don't say it's hot.
These regrets. I'm a little scared, but... After 500 years, stuck in stasis, sleeping, I could use some change. No, I want to change. I have to. I don't want to be afraid anymore. She's going to heaven to meet the dancer, guys.
And so saying, Licorice's form, unseen to all save Minuet, began to disperse. Her regrets are gone. Her body started to fragment like waves against the rocks. Until there was nothing left. Does this mean Daffodil
That's an epic sound effect.
Spirits now? I know, right? The girl had vanished. You could make up a Kai quote, and I would totally believe she said it.
We didn't get eaten, we got
something
cannibalized.
Yeah, so we got ate. She ate us. What on earth?
There's a piece of paper that says, Daffodil, you're a bitch. Oh my.
Yeah, it starts falling from the ceiling. But it's just like, fuck you, Daffodil. Minuet turned, her eyes twitching. It was the tree. And a leaf fell from the tree. It said, fuck you, Daffodil. The dead, withered tree that had sprouted from Licorice's regrets was no longer quite as dead and withered as once it had been. The trunk looked firmer, thicker, fuller than it ever had. I'm sorry. Right before Minuet's eyes, she could see the most remarkable transformation taking place. There was fruit.
Oh my god, fruit!
Fruit! This old crooked tree, which seemed to actively repel life, had borne fruit. You know, Queen, you could probably write a quote that says bitch tits, and it's probably something Kai said it before. They were apples, bright red, their skins shining with an almost divine luster. Completely and utterly breathtaking.
It does not tell us anything about the woman.
I thought this tree was supposed to be dead.
It must be a miracle.
That can't be. Miracles don't happen so easily.
The fuck you mean? You put in the hard work for a miracle, you're not making a miracle. That's just hard work. What? Yeah, miracles are supposed to happen suddenly and easily. You're still trying to be cynical, even now. You're an awfully determined about the strangest of things, Daffodil.
Stuff and nonsense. You can't hear what I'm saying.
If it's nonsense, why are your eyes watering?
Am I quiet on stream? Or like, yeah, forget it.
No.
They're not.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
My bad. 1 second.
I'm the same volume as you. I actually checked earlier. Oh yeah, we should probably save. Good point. Because that would be so annoying.
I did that by accident.
Oh, Queen, all I said was that you could probably just like write a quote that says bitch tits from Kai, and she probably said it at some point.
Yeah, Queen often can't hear us.
Oh, right, that's fair. Minuet smiled softly, her lashes fluttering as she let the playful bickering of the two nuns wash over her. I'm sorry, I'll stop asking you stuff now. I know you have other streams and kids to watch.
No, you have better streams than mine to watch.
That was the joke, Kai. That was. It was still raining outside, but the rain no longer seemed morose or melancholy. Instead, it was soothing.
Do you think you could?
The rain's gone. We can walk out now.
Maybe we could quote Kai supporting whatever political movement we want. Hey guys, Kai here,
No,
and I
it's not
support
something Kai would say.
the Social
She
Democratic
doesn't seem to
Party
like
of
politics
England.
all too much. I feel like Kai wouldn't say that. Instead, it was soothing. Purifying.
I mean, that's cool, but... You see, Licorice?
Minuet held her hands to her chest as she looked up at the tree. The green leaves and the bright red apples.
Yeah. Change doesn't have to be so scary after all.
I'll just get that for you, actually.
This doesn't give us a conclusion.
The end. Oh yeah, we don't know if they're lesbian or not.
Oh, a minute.
Bitches.
We're still missing a lot of achievements.
Oh, guess we gotta run it back. Wait, which achievements are we missing, actually?
Let's see. Drifting away, liar liar, to try to accuse the daffodil of the truth. My true self, remember who you are. Reach your happy ending. We haven't gotten the happy ending yet. Try to steal Licorice's most precious possession. Wait for a play that's already over. Licorice gets a little too possessive. Name yourself after a certain flower. Multiply the number of daffodils in the story. Arrange the actors back on the stage. Make yourself the third Madeline. Third?
That looks too hard. That sounds too hard.
Make the traveler's name for... we can become Minuet. Learn Licorice's favorite tea. Thank you for reading. We have not reached a happy ending.
Can we find her mailbox?
I'm so confused. Your eyes widen. Wait, we're not done!
Eyes widen.
Alex! No, this is my...
Oh.
I'm narrating.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Your eyes widen.
Oh, okay.
Your whole body is trembling as though caught in a gale. You remember. All of a sudden, you remember. I write poems, I suppose. In any case, you're so pretty. Oh my, weren't you waiting for me? You were looking at me so reverently. Wait, we're Licorice.
I told you.
Oh my god! I'm going to get married soon. Oh my god.
Olivia?
But you're not Olivia.
You're not Olivia.
You know that
you know
now.
That now.
Fuck you, Alex.
I'm a dumbass, sorry.
You were never Olivia. Instead, you were and always were. Licorice.
No way!
You taste the name
I
on your
told
tongue.
you.
Somehow you don't know how. It sounds right. It sounds like it belongs to you. I am Licorice. You repeat it softly to yourself. As you do, you feel a strange sensation spreading through your body. It feels as though you are being enveloped by pure bright light. The universe around you shifts. Your fingers, which hitherto felt weak and ethereal, have suddenly halved in weight. The bones nestled beneath your skin seem to have solidified. The entire presence has changed. Before it was weak and hazy, like the guttering flame of a candle. The mere act of breathing was an effort and trying to get air into your lungs hurt. Your very existence was so unnatural the universe itself tried to erase you. Beings without names are not welcome within this library, but you know your name now. You know who you are, and that has given you an undeniable, refutable right to live. You have fingers you can use to touch, a nose you can use to smell, and ears you can use to hear. Arms and legs, a head. You are a person after all. Your own person. Your body, the body you claimed rights to before was nothing more than a composite, summoned out of air to suit your needs, but it did not belong to you. This body, however, this is all yours. You have achieved existence, but at what cost? What do you mean, what cost? I exist now.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing ever. Why is that a cost? What?
Oh wait, did we just steal her identity?
Yes.
Oh god.
It's okay, she's a dancer, so it's fine.
The girl who is not licorice stares at you unblinking.
You look just like the girl in the story.
Cause I am. She swallows. Her white swan-like neck convulses.
This whole time, you were licorice?
I guess. You nod your head. You feel your hair shifting, pulling around about your shoulders. You missed your hair. Your long, long hair. When you felt lonely, which was often, you used to sit in your bed and brush it 100 strokes before you went to sleep. The irregular, monotonous motions were soothing, relaxing. It gave you time to think. But your thoughts were always inevitably about her.
You're telling me Minuet, Daffodil, and Madeline were just side characters and comedic relief?
Sir, my number one not fan. Do you have a dance request for me now?
Hit the gritty.
Shut up. You shiver. This whole time, it was all about her. Everything that happened was for her sake. The soul was trapped on Earth for such a long time, mired down by bitter regrets. If only it had been so awkward. Have you written any poems about me? You want to be the dancer in case it does happen?
Yeah, I'll stay as licorice. I mean, like, fake licorice.
If only you hadn't been so
Be a
foolish.
dancer. Yeah.
If only you hadn't lied. If only you had another chance. But now...
If you're licorice, then who am I? Please tell me.
She looks at you, her eyes imploring, her lower lip trembles.
Who am I?
You smile at her softly and you rise to your feet. Your feet falls against wooden floorboards, they creak. You swear the sound is a little louder than it was before. Is that because your presence has become stronger? You become heavier, damn! Don't you remember? Can you not recall who you are? Wisteria?
Oh.
Wisteria trembles. Her body shifts and the heavy book falls from your lap. Damn! It hits the floor of the 5, the pages rustling. This is some nice music, by the way. Dust motes
really
swirl through the air. Lackadaisically.
Lackadaisically.
1 second. Do I have the OST? I don't. It's $1.20.
Oh, that was loud.
It's almost enchanting. Not as enchanting as her.
Wisteria? I am... My name's Wisteria?
Yes, you are Wisteria. You sound bolder than you have ever done before. Were you always the one to take charge like this? No. You know you were not. But a lot can change over the course of several centuries. You are the dancer. Her name. Your name. This is Wisteria. Wisteria trembles. Slowly she presses one hand against her chest.
I remember. I finally remember. The 21st night, this whole time, I was Wisteria. I'm Wisteria and you're licorice and we're madly lesbians.
Oh!
I
her
mean,
expression
love.
twists. All of a sudden she looks angry. With a truly serious power, she stabs her finger at you.
Why did you take so long to remember? How are you so late? I was beginning to think you might never come. Tea I brew was starting to get cold.
You giggle softly.
What was that?
I don't know how to giggle loud enough
You
for this.
choked. Get really close to the mic, right? And
Okay.
open your mouth a little bit, and then open up your throat. and to do like a. It's like. No. Raise your pitch. Kind of. Kind of. Not quite, like.
You know, I can speak in reverse. I just never do it. I'm pretty sure my mic can pick it up. Let me check.
Hello, I'm Philip. Hello, guys, all of you. Welcome to the stream. We're with Alex.
Can that pick up?
It does, but in the worst way possible.
Alright, let's go back to our stream.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
Then more frequently, more easily when you were with her.
Well, I'm glad you find this funny. You have some serious explaining to do, my #1 not fan.
Can you explain over lesbian sex? I'm sorry. I should have realized who you were sooner. The soil was rooted in the soil for far too long. When it was torn away, you started to forget. You forgot who you were. You forgot who she was. But no longer. You gonna read?
Just get your licorice or something. Your licorice. Dummy.
Oh, why? Why did you make me wait? I wanted to talk to you for so long.
And I want to talk to you too.
Hi Chad, I'm sorry that I interrupted this emotional moment with me making seal noises. All this time I wanted to see you.
I love seal noises.
I wanted to apologize, but it seems miracles can occur after all. You sniff. All of a sudden your eyes feel water. I can't do it. I don't think.
I know you're thinking about it. Okay, right.
I tried, but like the mic didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
I have a good filter. I'm sorry.
Saved.
You duck your head and wipe the corners of your eyes with the back of your hand.
Hey, Licorice, why are you crying at a time like this? Aren't you happy to see me again?
I am happy. I'm so happy I can't stop crying.
You've always been so weird.
I know. I know, and I'm sorry for being such a coward. I should have told you how I really felt, but I didn't want to impose, not when you were going to get married.
Oh, that? I was never gonna get married, silly.
What? You weren't?
No, I don't like men. You're not complaining about them staring at me?
Then why did you say that?
I wanted to see how much you liked me. I wanted you to tell me in your own words that you loved me.
Wisteria.
Don't look at me like that. Were you gonna read?
Sorry, my bad. I was just quickly looking at the achievements again. She fastens, her cheeks burn brightly.
Having an emotional moment, you look at the fucking
like
achievements.
oil lamps, even in the gloom of this secluded library.
I could have told you myself, but I was afraid too. I didn't want you to reject me.
Your voice catches in your throat, you choke. This whole time, you told yourself it's impossible over and over until you could no longer imagine any other outcome. Well, that was foolish. As a poet, you should have known. Reality can, and in some cases, be even stranger than fiction. What?
You know, I don't think most women would like men staring at them. You can't just assume someone's lesbian based on that fact alone, right? Can you?
Well, in this case, Licorice should have.
Oh, well, alright, fair enough.
It seems even a strange, reclusive, awkward girl like you can be loved too. I would have never rejected you, Wisteria. I love you too.
Can you say that again?
Why do you want me to say that? I love you too.
Properly the first time.
I want to fuck.
One more time. Okay, never mind. Licorice?
That's right, I love you. This whole time, I loved you. Did you make a sound? Was that you? All I heard was... You step towards her. She rises to her feet, though her legs are unsteady like a newborn lamb's. Your fingers find hers. Hers find yours. They fit together so perfectly, as though they were always meant to be. Could you stop fucking doing that? As though this is how things should be.
I'm sorry, I was referencing something.
They could have been.
Kind of obscure.
If only you weren't such cowards, the pair of you. She really is warm, soft and gentle, just like you imagined. Yo, lesbians. Wisteria, I love you. I love you so much. They are.
Even after 500 years?
Even so.
Even though you forgot my name?
But Wisteria was giggling.
I forgive you. Even though I made the mistake of just assuming that you would just say you love me after I literally said I was going to get married, even though I just wanted to take that risk anyway, even though that could have possibly meant that I would never see you again, and you would have just left like you just did. I just forgive you. I would forgive you no matter what because I love you. I waited for you in purgatory for more than 500 years, you know? What about you? Do you have any proof of your feelings?
Sex.
You're gonna kiss.
The proof is all around you.
They're just gonna kiss. It is?
Yes.
Where?
She glances at you and you glance at her. This library in the middle of nowhere where lost souls come to converge is filled with books. Every single story that has ever been told is in the process of being told and will be told in the future is gathered on these shelves. That being the case, this should be easy to prove. I just realized the reason why Wisteria took up Licorice's name is because she forgot her own name, but not the name of the one she loves.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It's pretty cute.
I wrote so many poems about you, Wisteria.
You did?
Yes, so many. Hundreds upon hundreds. Though I scrapped most of them. They should all be here. This library is able to record everything we humans created, then I'm sure they will. All the poems I wrote
just like all the poems are about you.
About everything I loved. It's recorded here forever, until the end of time.
But you never let me read your poems.
Maybe I should. You look down at the floor, your lash is casting shadows against your skin. This is rather embarrassing. No, it's horribly embarrassing. For a writer, there's nothing more embarrassing than allowing others to read your work in front of you. True, I'd rather get skinned alive than allow any of my friends to read my poetry in front of me. It's intimate. Even more intimate than holding hands, or trading kisses, or sliding off clothes. But you will do it. Would you read
my poetry in front of you?
Yeah, if you ask me to. I mean, we've read poetry, it's just I haven't wrote any serious poetry. It's been more than 500 years already.
We should send each other poems.
Give her much, but there is a poetry chat in my Discord where I put all my poetry.
Oh yeah.
You can give her this. You can give her your love, and hopefully your love is enough. Maybe then you will finally be able to achieve the ending you have always hoped for, the ending you always wanted, an ending to build. Oh, we reached a happy ending. To build with her.
Oh, okay, nice. Hey, we didn't kiss. Don't roll the kiss, we didn't kiss.
Oh, the game crashed.
The game just ended. Oh my fucking god.
I think the game was supposed to end there. I don't know if I should continue.
Well, we did it all. No,
we only have 50% of the achievements.
We did it. We did it. We did it. I don't even know what
I think we can continue. I just don't know what's happening afterwards.
Sure, I mean, we can try. Fuck it.
Okay, fuck it. Let's play again. 1 second.
I'm pretty sure we just got the true ending, I guess.
Oh, fuck, yes, it is working. Oh, shit. 1 second. I have to close the stream again. Close the game again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. 1 second. I don't know if we're what's gonna happen? Do you want to continue?
I think we should stop here.
Do you want to continue next week, or do you want to?
It can't be next. Well, technically, it probably could, but it can't be next week.
Okay. Well, chat, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too. Did Alex have a lot of fun?
I'm not finished. Get the fuck out of here, Kai.
Oh, or what did you want to say?
Yeah,
Kai?
I had a lot of fun.
They are dumbasses. They were little goobers. Alright, chat. We're gonna be going on a raid. Who do you want to raid, Alex? We have Rafi, Apway, Mitoro, Mousy, Vettel, Kinkaiki, Laney, Kat, Connie. I don't want to raid Connie. We keep raiding Connie.
Rafi doesn't sound too bad. Rafi's pretty much just been getting back to streaming.
Yeah, let's raid Rafi. We're gonna be raiding Rafi. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you all on New Year's when my stream's actually supposed to occur. But yeah, I'll see you then.
I will see you though.
Maybe. I think you might be awake because I'm gonna be streaming till New Year's.
Well, I'm not gonna be on the computer. I'll be in New York.
I'll be the day before New Year's for you.
Oh yeah.
Must have been Oklahoma, wouldn't it? Why are you going to New York?
I'll be in New York vacation.
Okay. Well then, everyone, I hope you had fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Alex.
They didn't kiss. Bye bye. Wait, I have to switch my Fuji again to where I used to be. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Ah! A giant head's crushing me! Ah!
You sucker.